creates a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive.
28 yards.
And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Josh Jacobs.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down. Running is Jacobs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Delayed game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
The pass intended.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So here are the Seahawks now with a long field in front of them. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game.
Number 26.
And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Jared Davis.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 20.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Rodgers pass.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run a draw down with Singletary. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Ball carrier. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 5. And the Seahawks first down.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Rodgers took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. He couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers eluding the pressure right.
Number 12.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. K'Lavon Chaisson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try.
Field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
Steelers, nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At their own 24-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They'll roll him out right. They'll try and run it. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a run with Singletary.
Number 26.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Rodgers' pass. Complete to Kyle Rudolph.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Singletary here running out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Chris Boswell.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Boswell's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. To throw is Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
A loss of 2 yards.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Devin Singletary, the ball carrier.
And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
6. Steelers, nothing.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
22 yards there, a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Completion here to Claypool. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. KJ Hamler, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
For the point after.
So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Rodgers now on 1st down. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Third down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Jacobs.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's good.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Rolling to his right. He'll run it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Out to his left.
3.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First reception for him, and remember, he leads the NFL in that category here in this first month. Also has a first down.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Jacobs again.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Complete.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And
now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
2nd and 3 at the 15.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Dante Hightower on the stop.
49-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Jacobs. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
10 at the 16-yard
Partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pass rusher extraordinaire, Dee Ford that time, getting the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. He's giving him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 27-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are within the extra point of taking the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Eluding the pressure right. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
39-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
Josh Jacobs.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6. Now second and 4. Half on the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
That's good for a pick.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the... And he's in! Touchdown, Steelers! KJ Hamler with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, here's Agnew. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
The throw over the middle taken in. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards, a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now left side on the swing pass. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Rodgers to throw.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a 13-play drive in total. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
The pass. Intercepted.
So how about that for a momentum switch?
They'll take
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Singletary again. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Evan Singletary.
Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
31.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now.
Irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the